Hey folks, welcome back to Donbest TV. I'm Benji C, bringing you World Cup action with my man from Amsterdam, Mayor Moses. Mayor, we're on to the round of 16. Another compelling matchup as we have the champions from Group E being the Netherlands, who were thoroughly impressive in the opening round, against a Slovakia team which gets the number 2 seed in Group F after stunning Italy. How do you break this thing down?
Well, first of all, hi, Benj. Good to see you again. Basically, this is simply where the competition starts for Netherlands. You're right. They had a fairly easy move out of their group. They played consistently. They only conceded a goal in their last game against Cameroon when they had already qualified for the round of 16. I think that for a lot of players, they're going to be looking to up their game at this stage. If we look at some of the performances that occurred, there were a couple of breakthrough moments in that game. First of all, Robin van Persie managed to score a goal again. He seemed lacking in confidence, and I think he was eager to make up for a lot of lost time. But the big breakthrough, as you pointed out before, was Arjen Robben's return to the Dutch team. And what a significant impact that made in the second half, and his build-up and shot on the post leading to the goal scored by Klaas-Jan Huntelaar to wrap it up for the Netherlands.
Well, you mentioned Arjen Robben, and he feels as though that this team has learned from their past mistakes, the errors of years past. You've got Rafael van der Vaart, who proclaims, "I believe that we will be in the finals," which is a pretty bold statement. Yet this is a squad, Mayor, that has disappointed in the past, most recently in 2008, losing to the Russians in the quarterfinals. They were also a disappointment in the 2006 World Cup. Do you believe this year will be any different?
I do believe this year will be different. I mean, 2008 was an exception. The team played incredibly well in the opening rounds. They declassed, and even at the time, fairly weak Italy and French sides. Everyone had them earmarked as favorites to take the title. And then, as you say, they just got disappointed against, what we say, Eastern European competition, which they severely underestimated. Rafael van der Vaart, who himself has been a little bit disappointing in his performances, and he even caused a penalty to be scored by Samuel Eto'o against the Netherlands in the last game. I think he needs to step back a little bit. What is true is that there's a feeling that the Netherlands are in the ascendancy, that they're starting to get a feel for what the various permutations and possibilities are with this team. So I don't think they have anything to fear in Slovakia except themselves.
Well, the thing about Slovakia, Mayor, is they're a youthful squad. They boast 10 players of the age 25 and under, which may lead us to believe that they're 4 years away from being a true threat. They were 0-1-1, and in last place in Group F, heading into the Italy game. They needed a win and some help. They got the stunning win over Italy. They were a huge underdog in the match, as they are in this contest. They got the help, and now they move on. And you've got Eric Gendzev of their squad saying, "We showed we're not here for a holiday." Does this team have a shot? Were they even that impressive against Italy?
First of all, I think they were impressive. I mean, at the end of the day, it was a cataclysmic result when Slovakia knocked them out, and deservedly so. They've exceeded expectations in this group. They have nothing to lose, but there are a few lessons to be learned. They're a young and pacey side. In that case, they took advantage of a very old back line, Italian back line, and a very complacent back line. Look particularly at the performance of Cannavaro, whose two mistake led directly to 2 goals by the Slovakians. We have to realize that Slovakia also failed to overcome a very physical New Zealand side, and they lost a very technical Paraguay side, and they were really played off the field there. So they've proved that they can cause defenses problems, especially weaker defenses. But again, defensively, I don't know if they're going to be tried. Then it's going to be a hard job for them to not concede goals.
Well, Mayor, I want to wrap this up, and I've neglected to give the betting odds to our Donbest viewers. You've got the Netherlands as a -240 favorite, Slovakia at +700, a huge underdog, the draw at +300, the total at 2.5, under 50. I don't need to ask you if you think Netherlands will win this game. I think we all believe they're going to win this game. Let me ask you a more interesting question, Mayor. Slovakia can pull off the miracle upset if. Finish that statement.
They can pull off the miracle upset if they can basically defend very deeply, stop the Dutch from building up successfully from the back, and more importantly, if the scenario happens that I envisage, more importantly, if they can stop the motor that is Arjen Robben, if he gets introduced, because we've seen he has that spark, he can break up defenses, and he's a game changer. So Slovakia are going to be facing barrier after barrier after barrier, and if they can overcome those through, as I said, deep defense, tight passing, and not being careless in their passing, then they have an outside chance.
Well, that sounds like a lot of ifs to me, Mayor. For those of you watching right now, particularly on YouTube, if you want more great insight and analysis from our analysts such as Mayor Moses, head to tv.donbest.com. We'll see you soon at tv.donbest.com.